Hello everyone! In today's video, we're going to learn two different ways to make negative sentences. For example, I don't eat or I can't go. It's quite straightforward, so you will be able to learn it quickly. We will start by learning the grammar and then practice creating sentences to understand how to apply it. To create negative sentences, simply add "an" before the verb. It's equivalent to don't in English. For example, to say I go to school is 학교에 가요. Here, to say I don't go to school, we can simply add "an" before the verb. 학교에 안 가요. 학교에 안 가요. The verb in the form of noun plus 하다 can be used in the form of noun plus 안 plus 하다. For example, to work is 일하다. It's a verb composed of 일, which is a noun, work, plus 하다 means to do. In this case, we will add 안 in front of 하다. 일 안 해요. 일 안 해요 means not working. 수영하다 means to do swimming. To say I don't swim, we can say 수영 안 해요. 수영 안 해요. However, this doesn't apply to adjectives or verbs related to emotions like 좋아하다, to like, or 싫어하다, to dislike. For example, to say I don't like fruits is 과일 안 좋아해요. In this case, 안 goes in front of the complete verb. Also, with adjectives like 심심하다, to say I'm not bored, we can say 안 심심해요. 안 심심해요. Next, we will learn 못. 못 is used to indicate that someone is unable to do something or to express the inability to perform a particular action. It is similar in meaning to cannot or unable to in English. 못 follows the same grammar rule as 안. The verb in the form of noun plus 하다 can be used in the form of noun plus 못 plus 하다. I cannot sleep. 못 자요. 못 자요. I cannot eat. 못 먹어요. 못 먹어요. I cannot shower. 샤워 못 해요. 샤워 못 해요. I cannot drive. 운전 못 해요. 운전 못 해요. Alright, let's also learn words related to frequency like always, often, and sometimes. Now, let's start creating sentences applying this grammar. The first sentence. My mom doesn't read books often. First, I will start with the subject. If the subject is I, it's often omitted. You don't need to say I every time you speak. However, if the subject is not I, we have to mention it. So let's start with the subject here. My mom, 우리 엄마, or 내 엄마. Both are fine, and the subject particle, 는 or 가. It can be 우리 엄마가 or 우리 엄마는. Then, books or often. You can start with either. I will start with book. 책. 책. After book, you can add 을 as the object particle. However, keep in mind that the particle 을 is often omitted. So I will also be omitting it in the future. It's perfectly normal to do. Next, often. 자주. 자주. And then the verb doesn't read. 안 읽어요. Here, I will add "an" in front of the verb to negate the sentence. 우리 엄마는 책을 자주 안 읽어요. 우리 엄마가 책을 자주 안 읽어요. The next one. I don't watch Korean dramas. I watch Korean movies sometimes. Here, since the subject is I won't mention it. So we can start with Korean dramas. 한국 드라마, 한국 드라마, and I will add the object particle 를, although it can also be omitted. Then the verb watch in the negative form, 안 봐요, 안 봐요, and then sometimes. But keep in mind that adverbs indicating frequency have flexibility in the sentence structure. I will put sometimes first. 가끔, 가끔, and then Korean movies. 한국 영화, and the object particle 를. The verb watch again. 봐요. 한국 드라마를 안 봐요. 가끔 한국 영화를 봐요. 한국 드라마를 안 봐요. 가끔 한국 영화를 봐요. Next one. Today, I can't swim in the sea. The water is too cold. First, today. 오늘, 오늘, and the place, the sea, 바다. We usually start with the time and then the place. For the part in, do we use 에 or 에서? 바다에서 as the verb is an action swimming. Then can swim. 수영 못해요. 수영 못해요. To express cannot, we use 못, and the verb is composed noun plus 하다. In this case, 못 goes before 하다. 수영 못해요. Then the water, 물, and then the particle 이 or 은. Too, 너무, cold, 차가워요. This adjective is irregular. 차갑다. Here the final consonant B changes to 우. 차가우. And since the vowel is 우, we will conjugate it with 어요. 차가우어요. And it changes to 차가워요. 차가워요. 오늘 바다에서 수영 못해요. 물이 너무 차가워요. 오늘 바다에서 수영 못해요. 물이 너무 차가워요. Next one. My students are not happy and always sad. Starting with the subject, my students, 내 학생들. I used 들 to indicate plurality, but keep in mind that in Korean, the singular form is often used to express plurality. Normally, 들 is used to emphasize that it's not just one. 내 학생들. And then the particle 은 or 이. It can be 내 학생들은 or 내 학생들이. Are not happy. 안 행복해요. Here, even though the verb ends in 하다, since it's an adjective, we will add 안 in front of 행복해요. Remember that with verbs related to emotions or adjectives and goes before the verb. To connect the two adjectives with and, I will use 고. 안 행복하고. If you're not sure how to connect them, you can review this video. Then, always, 항상, and sad, 슬퍼요. 내 학생들은 안 행복하고 항상 슬퍼요. 내 학생들은 안 행복하고 항상 슬퍼요. I'm not good at cooking. That's why my mom often cooks. Here, I will say the subject I as we have two different subjects and we're comparing. In this case, it's better to mention the subject. I, 나는 or 내가 and can cook, 요리 못해요. And then well, 잘 goes in front of 못. 요리 잘 못해요. And that's why. 그래서 and then either often or my mom. You can start with either. In this case, I will start with my mom. 우리 엄마가 or 우리 엄마는 and often 자주 and the verb cooks 요리해요. 나는 요리 잘 못해요. 그래서 우리 엄마가 자주 요리해요. 나는 요리 잘 못해요. 그래서 우리 엄마가 자주 요리해요. I don't like sports, but my dad always goes to the gym. I will start with the subject I as there are two subjects and we're comparing, no? 나는 or 내가, then sports, 운동, and then we can put the particle for the object, 을. Next, the verb don't like, 안 좋아해요. 안 goes in front of the verb because it's the verb related to emotions. For but, 근데, regarding my dad, 우리 아빠는 or 우리 아빠가 always, 항상, and then the gym, 헬스장, and to say two part, like going to a place, we always use the particle 에, 헬스장에, then the verb goes 가요. 나는 운동을 안 좋아해요. 근데 우리 아빠는 항상 헬스장에 가요. 나는 운동을 안 좋아해요. 근데 우리 아빠는 항상 헬스장에 가요. The last one, I'm not good at driving. So, sometimes I take a taxi. Here, 운전하다 is a verb composed of 운전 plus 하다. So, 못 goes in front of 하다. 운전 못해요. Remember the order. The word well goes in front of 못. 운전 잘 못해요. 운전 잘 못해요. For so, 그래서. Sometimes, 가끔, a taxi, 택시를 and the verb to take 타요. 운전 잘 못해요. 그래서 가끔 택시를 타요. 운전 잘 못해요. 그래서 가끔 택시를 타요. Perfect. Thank you for watching the video. We will continue to learn new grammar and practice making sentences together. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. 안녕.